prior to that, good day everyone. I am Regal. Welcome back to another episode. And in this video, I'll be talking about microstructure shift and change of character. And also, according to the pro I got on the Telegram channel, uh, I think about 74% chose a strategy. So in this video, I'll be talking about the strategy that you always find and works very well that I always use. So sales strategy, right? And I will talk about, sorry, I will screen there. Strategy, sorry, right? And also, I think some people talk about capital. I'm going to talk about how you can get your capital and how you can start up. For those that have strategy, like the only one capital, I'll talk about how you can get the capital and also how you can, you know, maintain the capital without, uh, how you can make it large. Because if you start with a little dollar like $5 or $10, right? There is no money that is wasted in as much as it is forex and you're trading forex. No money that is wasted. If your broker do not accept you to trade with $2, just pay that broker and give another brokerage. You understand? So no money is wasted. All money can be traded, right? So just have a perfect strategy. So I'm going to talk about strategy, capital, and risk management. I see some people chose risk management. So I'll talk about this risk management also. How the three of them can change your lifestyle and make you profitable and a consistent and a professional trader. So welcome once again. If you are new to my channel, always kindly share the channel to at least 5 or 10 of your friends to join and participate in every of my free videos and setup I'm talking. So it is not for me, right? It is for other traders that are coming up just and want to become someone like myself or someone like their role models for trading. You understand? So just what you just need to do as an application is copy the link, share it to your post status or wherever places, at least make about 5 to 10 people join this channel. So in as much as you're joining, I will not be relented in dropping more videos and how I take my trade and how my psychology work in forex trading. So without wasting much of our time, let's just jump into what I have for you guys today. So in the last week or 2 weeks ago, I promised to talk about microstructure shift and then change of character. Right? I promised to talk about these two. Right now, if I'm asking what is the difference between these two, now to you, right, and to every smart money trader, right, it is what? To every smart money trader, right, it is what? It is the same thing, right? It is the same thing. But to me, it is not the same thing. I'm going to break it down for you very well into it. So just keep on and follow. Now, what is a market structure shift and what is a change of character? Now, according to the name, it means, let's start from change of character. Change, right, of character. Change of character. Now, let's assume, right, I'm acting a movie, right? Uh, I'm an actor, and the role I'm to play is someone that, let's say, a pastor role, right? I'm to play a pastor role in that movie. Then someone asks you that, okay, this pastor role, I'm good at it, but it is not the role they want me to play in that particular movie. You understand, right? Let alone, I'm always used to playing pastor role in a movie. So another set of people come to feature me in the movie and say, okay, we don't want you to play this role. We want you to play a tout role. You understand? No, I've changed the character I used to be inside the movie. I've changed that character. I've I've moved into another character. Now, it means the question is, does that mean that I've shifted my role that I play? Have I shifted totally to a type? I used to play a pastor role, right? I used to play a pastor role. I used to play a pastor role in every movie, right? Now, someone else now called me and say, "We don't want you to play this pastor role. We are too good at it. Let's give you another role to play." You understand? And they gave me a tout role. You understand? Now, this tout role that they gave me, right? And I played this tout role, but I played it to my best. And let's say I give it just 60% of how I played that role. And this pastor role, let's say I give it 99.9% because this is what I like to do in every movie they feature me. Now, does that mean that I've changed my role totally from pastor to tout? No, I just feature for tout in another movie. You understand? It means I just changed my character from pastor to tout inside that movie, right? It means I can, until I begin to do tout often and often, that this now begins to increase to, let's say, 99.9% also, right? Then you can say I've changed my role totally to a tout role from pastor. Do you understand? So as forex trading too. So if market is on the uptrend, right? So as this market structure and change of character. So a change of character means I change from pastor to I played a tout role instead of pastor role in another movie. Then if I now keep on doing this tout, then I'm perfect on this tout role. It means I've now changed my structure to tout. Do you understand that scenario? You can see that now that it is different, right? Understanding it is way more different, right? But many traders will give you a definition that it is the same thing. Like, what is, some traders will even tell you that a lady, right? A lady and a girl, what is the difference? And what is different and a girl, right? So they will tell you that what is different, right? In fact, if you look deep into this lady and a girl, you understand that there is difference in it. But yet, some people will tell you that a lady can be a girl can be a lady. So as market structure shifts. So many traders will tell you that market structure and change of character is the same thing, but it is deeply different. I hope I'm communicating with someone. So now let's dive into how to identify this market structure. Now, since you've understand the difference between change of character and market structure shift, right? Since you understand this too, now let's identify them on the chart and let's break it down totally. So a market structure shift, right, means a permanent change in the structure. You understand? A market structure shift means market has shifted the structure or the bias totally. But a change of character means market just gave a change of character. It changed the character at that moment, but does not mean it is a permanent change. Am I communicating with you? It does not mean it is a permanent change on that structure. Do you understand? It can give you a change of character and then give you a permanent change, right? Then your bias has changed totally. But it's giving you a change of character, but your structure has not shifted yet. You are still on that bias. Do you understand? And I'm going to show you different ways. Now let's, before we show you the chart, let me give you a sketch about market structure shift. Now let's, for instance, market is on a bullish trend. My market is creating series of higher highs and higher lows. Now, remember in my last videos, I taught you what a protected low is, and I gave you three, right? I think I gave you just one, but there are three ways to identify a protected low: by using your Fibonacci reverse level, or by taking inducement, or by mitigation of order flows, right? That is how you identify a protected low. Now, let's, for instance, you add a protected low. Market is on a bullish trend, right? You have break of structure, inducement, market take inducement out, market moved up, right? This is inducement that was taken out. This is Now market now gave a valid break of structure, right? Then exactly when market give a valid break of structure, right? Market will come back, right? And towards this point, when market was coming back into this point right here. Now remember that let's assume this is your 45 minutes time frame, right? This is your 45 minutes time frame, and you want to take this buy because it's on 45 minutes time frame. You are seeing this protected low, this point as a protected low at 45 minutes time frame. Therefore, you don't just want to wait for market, to tap into this buy, this other demand level and begins to buy, right? But you still want to follow the trend, right? You still want to follow the market movement as it is selling. You still want to sell. You want to sell towards it get into here. Then once it get into here, you want to see a change of character, right? And after the mistake that many traders does, right, is because after they see a change of character, right, they will just they will make their buy, right, and target this OI. And some of the time market may just move up and get into the protected high and then sell, break past this low. Then this protected low will now become a market structure shift. Now I'm going to break it down very well. Now, whenever you've seen a protected low or a protected high, remember this very well. Whenever you've seen a protected low or a protected high, remember how to get a protected low or protected high. Now, that protected low or protected high is also a market structure shift. If market breaks through that level, not by week, but by body of candlestick. If market break through that level, know that it is what? It is a market structure shift. Now, you would see a change of character before a market structure shift. Let's talk about change of character. What is a change of character? This is how you identify a change of character. When market is dropping, market is creating lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower highs, right? Then market is supposed to create a lower high, right? And create a lower low, right? And create a lower low. But no, market did what? Market now break past that previous lower high, right? And break it above, right? Now you have a change of character because the series was what? The movement they are moving. Remember I said I was a pastor and then I became a tout. Now I did a tout in the role, right? In the video. So let's assume this selling is a pastor. Now they now call this selling that okay, come and do the tout. And it moved from there and it tried the tout. Then if market now come back and obey this level, there is a particular level for you to know that yes, it has broken that level, then it is no more a pastor role. Then also there's a particular level on this chart that you know, okay, this level has changed character for you, but it has to shift in structure for me to have a total change of bias, right? If I see this is a change of character because market is no more following this series again. You understand? It did not follow this series as at this moment. So it changed character. Instead of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? They now gave a new high, right? Then if market now reacts from the other block, that is immediate other block there, and begins to buy, right? Then you have a change of character. You can also have another change of character like this. Let's say market is dropping, right? And market, you remember the market break a structure right here before it takes out the previous lower high. Now let's assume market is breaking structure to the downside. The market failed to break this low, right? Now we have lower highs, lower lows, right? Lower lows, lower highs, right? Lower lows, lower highs, right? Then we have lower low. We should have lower high, right? Now we now have a lower high, but we don't have lower low. Rather, market now break it up. This is also what? The change of character. Then we can expect market to keep on buying. This is a change of character. Yes, it is a change of character. But does this too means that market is totally changing the bias? No, it does not mean that market is totally changing the bias. It means market is temporarily changing the what? Bias. Market is temporarily changing the what? Bias. So do not mix these two together. So how do you know that when market is changing the bias? That is when you identify a protected flow. Now remember, let's come back to this level. Right, let's come back to this level, and then we should see what I am explaining in a nutshell. So in this video, remember I said I'm going to teach you the strategy, and the strategy is what I've been teaching so far. Learn more, go through my videos. You'll see where I talk about engagement. You'll see where I talk about protected lows and protected highs. And you'll see where I talk about directional bias in my channel. So just go through. If you are just joining, Just go through my channel and go through the videos, and then you will understand every single videos I've been explaining so far. So now let's say market is, dropping. Market is dropping right here, right? Market is dropping from this point right here, right, to this point, right? This is where market wants to drop. But we have to, we don't just want to wait for market to be dropping. So we want to follow the selling scenario also. So when market, some traders wait, right? But I don't wait. I'm a day trader, so I love to trade every day, right? So as soon as I've seen the market change character right here, and it begins to sell, right, I would be following the chart. Once I can see a protected eye, right now, this one is a protected eye. You know what I call the protected eye? Now, this is a change of character. I just explained a change of character. A change of character means a temporary change in the market. So this is a change of character. Now, it does not mean that this old trend is selling. No, it only means that it is just selling for a short period of time until this low that I call the protected low, right, is broken. Then we can say market has changed the structure totally. It means this row, this movement, right, taken right here, is just like the tout I explained, and this normal movement is just like the pastor row that I explained, right? So until market break this point, then you can say, this guy is no more doing a pastor role again. He's now doing a tout row in the movement. So as this is no more buying again, it is selling on this particular chart. So I hope I'm communicating with somebody. So once you can identify this, right, you will be able to know the next, trick the market wants to do. So immediately you mark out this as break of structure, and market take out this eye, and then it break another structure. What do you have? You have this point as what? The protected eye. So what will you be doing? You'll be looking for sell from this point to this point. Now, as soon as you look for point, it means if market should break this level above, right? If market break this level above, market has shift that structure. Market is no more selling. Market wants to begin to go, right? So as soon as market taps into here, you sell, right? Add your stop loss around here. Then you target this point that you take profit, and also target the draw on liquidity. Any draw on liquidity you can find, target it as a second take profit. But it's always good to target the recent high or the recent low on the chart. You understand? So now, as soon as you keep on selling, right, market keeps on printing the same, engagement break of structure. Let's say it gives another engagement break of structure. We sweep it like this. It sold again. Right? We have this break of structure, right? We have this value break of structure. Why? Because it takes out engagement also. Then market begins to sell also. Then you should already know this is now another protected eye. Is that not it? Then when the market now come back here, right, and sold again, right, you should know that this is another what? Another protected eye. So as soon as market now gets into this our 45, remember I said 45 minutes time frame, right? So all this structure should be on either the lower time frame, 5 minutes or 3 minutes time frame, that you should be able to spot them, because market is still bullish. Now this is still the pastor row, right? This is still the pastor row, and this is the tout row. You understand? Now, if this is the tout row, it does not mean that I am doing the tout, not that I turn to a tout. You understand? But I'm still a pastor in any movie that I want to show. You get, so as soon as market get here, a market then change character right here. Now, this is where you identify a change of character. As soon as market change character right here, now you will now mark out your protected eye, right? This point is my protected eye, right? Market must not break this level. So it means what? It means if I'm seeing a sell, right? If I'm seeing a sell, if I see a change of character rather to the upside. Now, if I buy, I'll be wanting market to what? To break past this eye and break past this eye also, for me to be certain that market has now changed the structure to continue this bullish movement. Do you understand? So it means until market give another market structure shift on this, this pullback, all these ones are pullback. You understand? All these ones are pullback. This is the impulsive move, right? Now, on the market give a change of a market structure shift, then before I can say I'm targeting this high, certainly, do you understand? But if market just get into this protected high, right, and begins to sell again, then I still have to be careful, right? Although this point is a protected low, the market must not break. If market does, it has changed, it has shifted the structure. That is, this bullish move, this pastor row is no more a pastor row again. This bullish move is not a bullish move again. It is what? It is now a bearish move. But if as the market just take out this protected high, then a market keeps on buying. And I know that market has what shift structure. Now you can see the difference between a change of character, right, and what a market structure shift. So you have to let market break market structure shift. An aggressive trader will enter immediately from here, so that stop loss right here. Another aggressive trader will enter right from this change of character, right, and set their stop loss below right here. Is okay, right? This is a confirmation, but it is not still a confirmation. The original confirmation is when market now break the structure above, right? Then you now have a total confirmation that market is what is buying. So on this is on a bullish chart, also on a bearish movement, right? I'm going to show you this scenario on the chart. Let's move to the chart and let's not waste our time because we still have many things to cover inside of this video. Now, this is NZD card, right? This is NZD card. Now, as you can see right from this point, I'm going to show you different chart, right? Now, as you can see right from this point, right here, right, you see that market break structure right here. Let's follow this scenario. Right, market break structure right here. Then market sweep out below that break structure. And when market did sweep out that low, market another break the structure above right here. Do you understand? This is a break of structure. Now, since market broke this structure around here, this point should be a protected, sorry, this point should be our point of interest. This level should be a protected low, right? But what the market did, market actually broke past this level. Then I feel this is a market structure shift, not a change of character. Do you understand? This is for 5 minutes time frame. Now, some people ask me, what time frame should we expect um, this scenario? Now, you can expect it on, you can see it on any time frame. It works on any time frame. Either your 45 minutes, either your 4 hours, either your 1 hour, either your daily time frame, any time frame. I'm going to show you scenarios, right? If time permitting. So this is a protected low, which market must not take below. So market did take it below, right? Then I should be looking for sell from the extreme POI, which is right here, right? So now once I can see this POI, sorry, let me delete everything. So now this is the extreme POI that I should be looking for sell from, right? This point, this is the extreme order block, right? Now, once I can see, right, I can see a change of character right here. It still does not mean that I am to sell totally, right? In this chart, market didn't tap me, so I didn't buy this trade. So let me just delete this. So let me delete it. Right, good. Now, since I can see that this is a market structure shift, I am to sell from this point, right? And then target this low and take profit. But I still have to look out for where the protected low is on this chart, right? You know, this is a protected high right now, right? So I have to, when market is going back, I have to identify where the protected low is. So if I switch to let's switch to 5 minutes time frame, and let's see that scenario very well. So if market did not take out the market structure shift, it means we are still not selling, right? Even when there is a change of character, right? So let's follow the structure and let's see the protected eye, right? Remember what I call the protected eye? Protected eye scenarios, right? That's 3 categories, right? So this is my protected low, right? This is my protected low, right? This point is protected low. So because this point created this eye, and all these movements are engagement, right? The trend line engagement, right? So market has to clear them away. In fact, market did that. So now right here, right? We have any sweep of liquidity. So this is not break structure. So it is this low. So we have a double bottom right here, right? This is a double bottom. Right. After this, we have a change of character right here. Right. We have a change of character right here. But still, this is still the protected low on the 5 minute time frame, right? So in fact, if you are selling right from here, if you are selling right from right here, so you should be aiming that on the market breaks, right? You should be, if your stop loss is right here, you should be aiming that on the market breaks past this low, then it is totally a sell for the higher time frame. And you can see that market did not break past the market structure sheet, even when I see a change of character on this chart. Even this is a change of character. If you are not sure if it's a change of character, it is. So this is high, right? This is low, this is high, right? This is the low, right? This is high, and then market break it below. The market came back to fill out the fair value gap, right? And the other gap that is there, and then market sold, right? So market sold, really market obeyed the change of character, but I just told you that change of character doesn't mean the market has changed the structure. So once the market broke this point, then I will anticipate more. I will anticipate more what? More sell to the downside. Like I will anticipate what? More sell to this downside, to this low right here. So what I will be doing. But market field, then I left it, and because of my strategy to always show me what I wanted. So market did not obey what I wanted. So I just stay out of the chart. And that is how I take my trade. And very, very straightforward and very, very simple. You can see, right? So now in this point also, I can see that market keeps breaking highs, right? Now, when market break this point above, right, this point is market structure shield because the protected low that became a market structure shield. So this point is a protected high, right? When market now break it above, it become a protected, sorry, it become a market structure shield also. Therefore, there should be a point of interest. Now, I use my Fibonacci, right? Once I can use my Fibonacci, Rogers level, to identify a level, I'll just look for the unmitigated order flow that is in it. So now this is Rogers level, right? This is Rogers level right here. So there's another block that is right here. Market didn't tap me in, right? Market didn't tap me in, so I was still out of the chart. So this is the other block that I was waiting for market to tap in, right? And it did, and then I will target just this high as my take profit. As you can see, I put TP already in it, right? So that's how I take my trade. So let's see another chart. Let's see another chart. Okay, this is GJ, right? And on GJ, let's see, I think I was just waiting for. Now this is a protected low, right? This is a protected low, and this is the unmitigated point that market has not broken. So it means any high this one created, I'll still be waiting for my chart right here. So right, I'll still be waiting for my chart right here. Let's see the previous chart. So let's see what happened. Okay, good. Now look at this point right here. We have this point as a protected high. So we transfer to this point. This point is a protected high. So let's see. So we want to see the market structure shape. This point was our protected high, right? This point was our protected high. Why is it protected high? Remember that I just told you that that's to take out engagement. This is the break of structure. This is the engagement to take out, right? So this one should be the protected high, but this high did not break the low immediately. It went back again. So we transfer to this high. Do you understand? So when this one did, right, we have another low right here, right? We have another low right here. So this gave us a valid what? A valid break of structure. You understand? So this gave us a valid break of structure. So we will now draw the Fibonacci right from here towards this point, right? So it obeyed the 61.8 or that's the whatever level you want to use. So this is a fair value gap in it. So we use this fair value gap, right? You can see, right? Use the fair value gap in it. Now, there's something you should focus, you should follow, right? This rejection occurred from the higher time frame. I don't want to waste much of our time. So now we have this high, this low, right? This high, this low, we have a change of character right here, right? So since we have a change of character right here, traders that are buying will be buying from this point, right? Now, until coming, traders that are buying will be buying from this point, right? Right here. So the stop loss will be around here, right? So until this level, this high is broken totally, right? Before you say you are what? You are buying towards this level, right? Or if that's not the level, you should be anticipating for. Let's see very well. So that is the level, right? So we should be buying towards this level, right? But if this low is not broken, right? If this high, rather, this high is not broken, it means what? It means we are not buying anything yet. We should be selling, right? But since it is broken, then you can look for further buy, right? So it means those that are taking trade right here, once they are here, some of them will take some profit, partial profit, right? And then still will put break even, and then still wait. If market break this part above, then they will leave their trade to run perfectly. And what the market did, right? You can see the market came above and target that high totally. This is high, it's targeted, right? This is the high targeted. So as you can see, you will just be looking for more opportunities to what? To buy more and more. So this is the protected eye. You can see that after the protected eye, which turns to this protected eye later turns to what? Change of character. After it is broken, market did not come back to sell again. Market begins to buy. So it means we have a change of character. Then after a change of character, we have a what? Market structure shift to the upside. So it means these buyers have now changed his structure. You understand? So let's say another pair. Let's say another pair. And this is USD JPY. Now on USD JPY, right? Uh, I think in my last video, I gave scenarios of USD JPY, right? I gave scenarios of USD JPY, right? So we have a protected low right here. We have a protected low right here. Then you can see market delivered, the market begins to buy, right? Now, in this point too, we have a change of character, right? We have a change of character, but until market break past the protected eye, then before I can see I want to what. But so where's my protected eye right here? Let's look at this for 5 minutes very well. So as when market was dropping, where's our protected eye? Let's see. So market break structure by year. So it is this eye by break structure. So we do have a change of character. Let's see. So we have a break of structure right here. Market total revealment, we have from the rejection block, right? So it means this point should be the protected eye, right? Yes, this one should be protected. This one should be protected. So where the break of structure again? So this point also should be another protected eye, right? Market may want to pass that level. So it drops right. It gave this low. It gave this low, and this also is a protected eye, right? Let's see, because it mitigates other plots, so we should call it a protected eye. So you can see, right? It mitigates other plots, so we should call it a protected eye. Remember the three criteria. Also, this also is a protected eye, so it shifted to this point, protected eye. You can see actually so right from here, right? And it means this point is a protected eye. So this shifted, the protected eye shifted here. This is a protected eye. So do you have any protected eye also? Right, yes, this is also a protected eye, right? You can say, so good. Thank God this chart is still there. So I also show right here. So it is also what the protected eye on that point. So it means this is a protected eye. Until this protected eye is broken before I sell. Sorry, before I buy. So now notice something that this is a pivotal point, right? This is a pivotal point. Sorry, a pivotal point right here. So a key level that from the higher time frame, right? So it means before I didn't just take my trade when market tapped into this point, right? Now many traders will call this a change of character because you sweep it by week, then you break it above. So it is a change of character. Well, it is not a change of character right here, right? So since this high, take out this low, so this point should be another key level for me to watch out for. So you can see market did what? Market sweep and take and break it below. So on the market sold and break it below, so I see a change of character right here on the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes time frame, and maybe 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame. Let's see that. Let's see that. Let's see that. So, um, all right. So this is it. So it's on the 5 minutes time frame. I see the change of character. So since the 5 minutes time frame give a change of character, then I took another aggressive entry. So until this eye, which is a protected eye, okay, it moved to here, right? It moved to here because it has already mitigated. So it moved to here until this eye is broken before I said yes, my trade is what risk free. I don't have a problem with this trade again. So this is the eye that I will be anticipating with the protected eye, right? Market structure sheet. So when markets change character right here, right? When market change character right here, right? Then I did what? I bought. So this is a change of character. This is high, sorry, low, high, lower high, lower low, right? So this is a change of character right here. So this is a change of character right here. So I bought, right, 25 pips, as you can see. So I bought immediately that change of character again. Why did I buy? Because there is not any unmitigated order block right here. I just wait for this fair value gap to be tested, then I bought immediately. And then when market broke this point, I need to trade free, right? So it keeps on pumping, 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 and then you can see where it tapped into, right? You can see where it tapped into, right? Take profit one was taken, and then break even for the rest. That's how I take my trade. Like break even for the rest. Then when I also see that okay, this point is also a protected low, the market must not break that point below. So what did I do? Right, this is what I did. This is exactly because of I know this point, market should not break it below. So I know any trade that I'm running right here should still be buy. Any trade that I'm looking for should still be buy because of this level is not broken. Right, it's not broken, should not be broken. So when I see this change of character right here, right, market did not tap into this other block. In fact, if I was supposed to take the trade, I was supposed to buy from this point, or just supposed to buy from this point, then set my stop loss below right here, right? Because I already see a change of character, so I'll be targeting this high as my take profit, right? I'll be targeting that high as my take profit, right? So, but what did I do? Because of I'm still following the chart, right? I see that market sweep out this high, right? Market sweep out this inducement right here because it broke for and sweep out the inducement. Then this is a rejection block for me, right? And this rejection block, right, it has engagement. So what did I do? I sold, right? Now when I will sell, because I've seen a change of character, this is also engagement. I thought you engagement, a change of character that's the first pullback before or after a change of character that inducement, right? So this is the inducement. So I just make my profit right here. So I took first take profit, as you can see, that's how I've been trading, taking my trade. First take profit right here and second take profit right here. So a market did what market delivered. Now the market has now broken this structure. Now market has broken this protected high because it's a protected high, and that was why this sell went profit. Now the market has broken this protected high. It means what? This trade that I took here and this trade that is still running because my stop loss, my break even has not been cleared yet. So the both of them are now safe for me to hold. Do you understand? So I've already expect a market structure shift. If I do not expect the market structure shift, I will not still be holding this trade. I will just take my trade and play like the market. But yet I am still seeing this is a market structure shift because this is a protected high and market has taken market that broke it above with big candles, right? So it means without even this buying now, I wait for market to come into this level around any this level, I should buy again. But I don't do that. So I'm still holding this and I'm still on this trade. So it means this level will be my first take profit. This level will be my first take profit, and then I'll still leave my trade to run this page. Look at the page, right? Look at the week for reward ratio 24 and 27. So this is how I take my trade entries always and often. So I've shown you different charts and several charts. Just go through your chart, then you'll see you see what I call a protected eye and a protected node on this chart. And this just take the profit, right? And because why? Because I feel that this is a protected eye, but it has engineering. I've taught you this on the channel that engineering must be swept away once you see something like this after a protected node or a protected eye. So therefore, I see this is a protected eye, but this is a protected eye. I'm not going to change character and here. So my bar is still holding until it will take off. And that's how trade has been going so far and so good, so far and so good, so far and so good, right? So that is that market structure shift and change of character. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section or perhaps message me directly. At RegalPIPS is my Telegram handle, right? You can message me directly. I will answer you very well, right? So now let's now talk about how to generate a capital. Generating a capital is not something anyone can teach because I'm not you, you are not me. I don't know how you get money. I don't know how you see money. I don't know what you do for a living, to fund your account. But honestly speaking, is always remember something that you are to trade with the money you can afford to lose, right? If you fund a $5, it means you can afford to lose that $5. So you don't have to work, you don't have to be scared when you fund that $5. Now, once you fund this $5, remember that this $5 I fund, I'm risking this $5 because I can afford to lose. If I lose it, it do not pain me emotionally, right? It do not pain me and disturb my psychology. So once, even if it is $5 you fund, now imagine you fund a $5 account and you take this trade setup in USD JPY, let's say USD JPY, and because this still give a good risk to reward ratio. And let's say you take this first setup, right, and take profit 1 and 2, right? Your stop loss is just 10 pips, that's just you are risking $1, right, on your $5, and then you targeted what? You targeted 6 times of that $1. It made $16 already without any C. You understand? Now you see another setup again. You take this kind of setup again. Let's assume you just target this high, right? You just target this high. It means you've made how much? Let's see again. You've made under how much on a day, and you can get a profit of your choice because I don't take profit, so I will not push profit to you. So this is 6, right? It means if you are risking $2 or 26, that's 26 with $2.6, but you'll be making times 6 of that $2.6, right? Because you've already made $15 from just this trade alone. But if you still maintain that 0.01, right, you will still be making 106 dollars. Right, sorry, 100, that's $16, 160 pips. That's $16 again on this particular setup. You understand? That's how much, say $2. I think the top firm that sells $30 or I think maybe $50 still remains, right? So it's all this with having a right mindset to the chart, having a correct mindset to the chart. If you fund $5, your mindset should be right, right, should be good to the chart. So once you can fund $5, believe me, you don't have a problem again. Right? And in fact, if you want to hold this trade to this right point, right, I'm going to give you the result after when this take profit hits. I'm going to give you the result after this take profit hits. Now, if you want to hold this trade, it means you are making 22, right? That's if you are risking $2.6, that's 22 times 2.6, right? You'll be making nothing less than $44 on this particular trade, and you make $16, and you're still holding this one, right? You'll be making about 40 something dollars. That's about 50 something dollars. Have you now at least make your profit? You've made a lot of profit, right? Just to trade. You get a profit of your choice. Make sure you follow the rules. If you can get a profit using the same setup and you pass the profit, you've gotten the capital right? You've gotten it. Is that not it? So I think getting a capital should be not I should get a capital, but having a right mindset, right, to the approach of forex trading. So that is just that I talked about in capital. So I cannot say you should not be open or do that yourself. So get a capital for yourself, try to fund what you can afford to risk, right? And trade it diligently, obediently, right? Trade it with patience and everything. So now the next one is risk management. What is risk management? Just like I explained just now, that trade what you can afford to lose. What I can afford to lose is $10. Let me find $10 in my trading account. Now I don't want to lose this $10 at once. What can I do? Right? I don't want to lose it at once. What can I do to make profit with this $10? Okay, let me do it this way. That's where risk management comes in. Okay, let me do it this way, right? $10, I want to take 5 trades on this $10. So I'll be risking $50 per trade. So it means if I'm to risk $2, right, on this $10, right, I'll be making 5 trades, 5 trades, right? Now, if I take my risk to reward ratio must be making sense. As you can see that I never targeted 1-to-1 risk to reward. I never targeted 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. My minimum is 3.5, right? 5 and above, right? And above. So now let's assume I'm just even targeting just three, not even 3.5, 3 risk to reward ratio. It means if I'm risking just $2, and you're making times 3 of these $2, right? That is where your risk management comes in, times 3 rather. That's where your risk management comes in. So if you can know that, okay, this trade is not all time wins, you understand? So you've already segment this $10, you've already break it down. That okay, this is what I want to be risking per trade, per day, right? Per trade rather, per single trade I take, right? It makes you, take quality trade, even using this type of concept. So if you can make the first win and second win, right? Let's say you risk $2 and make the first win, right? That's $6 profit, 6 USD, right? The second win, another 3, right? You make another 3 USD, right? Let's say third wins, you have loss, $2 loss, right? Fourth wins, you have, let's say, a fourth trade, you have, let's say, another $2 loss. Fifth trade, let's say you have another profit. Okay, let's give it another profit, right? Let's give it another profit. So it means, sorry, plus, right? It means you made 3 wins, 1, 2, 3. With this setup, you can even make all wins, right? You made 3 wins, that's $18, 18 USD. You make how many loss? 2 loss minus 4 USD. Are you not in profit? You are. So that's how the power of risk management is. So if you now take 5 trades and you now blow this $10, just know that you don't know how to trade. I'm using this $10 because I feel that is the minimum every traders always dream of making profit from, like making it huge. But honestly, to build $10 to a huge amount, it's with sweat. Only if you don't care of taking just one trade, right? If it's going to blow, it's going to give you profit. If you don't care, then fine, yes. But if you want to build it up steadily, you're going to sweat, right, before you build it up, right? So if you thinking of building $10 up and use this setup, and then your 5 trades, all of them hit stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Check your strategy. The strategy is wrong somewhere. You understand? So that is just how risk management is. So you have to risk what you can afford to lose, right? You don't just jump into the game and believe that let me make profit, I'm going to make profit. No, right? If you jump into the game will send you out, right? If you jump in mannerlessly, the game will send you out with rude attitude. You understand? So just learn to what? Learn to be what is it called? Learn to be to take a risk that is very very affordable to lose. Do you understand? So that is that. And my strategy, right? I've given my strategy. My strategy is just look for a protected low, look for a valid break of structure, and then mark out the unmitigated level or Regas level on the chart. Then we are good to go to make profit. That is all. And that any other question, just send a DM to me at RegalPIPS, right? Let me give you my Telegram handle so you can message me on Telegram or send a comment me right uh, on the chat, on the comment, right? And I will answer you. At RegalPIPS is my handle on Telegram. So you can just message me and then I will answer you properly concerning question. Right. So see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful and blessed moment ahead. Thank you.